Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sports TV. I'm your host, Trey Martin, and today I'm talking about Will Anderson Jr. and Defensive Rookie of the Year. Of course he won it. And I still got CJ Stroud to talk about after this. But I wanted to talk about Will Anderson Jr. because honestly I feel like he is a little bit underrated. Everyone's talking about the defense as a whole. We talked a lot about, I hear a lot of people talking about Stingley, Singletary. Not just on like our offense too, Singletary, Tank Dell obviously, Nico Collins, C.J. Stroud, like a lot of players on defense. I see some people talking about Will Anderson Jr. I don't see a good amount of positive talks, but I see a lot of people saying he was not worth the draft capital we gave up for him, and I disagree heavily. Because especially whenever he went through a little sack hiatus where he wasn't getting that many sacks for a little bit. Well, you know what? He was the part of that was it was more difficult for him to get sacks since the rest of the league kind of figured out how good of a player he was, and so they were double teaming. They were making it harder for Will Anderson, and you know what? Even without that, he still had a lot of great plays. Like I said, underrated. I don't know if he'll ever reach the heights of J.J. Watt popularity, but I think he's on pace to be basically at least as good of a player. Like, he could be on pace to be as good of a player as J.J. Watt. I don't think he'll reach J.J. Watt in popularity. J.J. Watt is still, honestly, one of my favorite players too, but I really think he could be as good as J.J. Especially after this rookie year that we've seen out from him. Now, yes, he is Defensive Rookie of the Year. The Texans sweep the top rookie awards with Defensive and Offensive Rookie of the Year. Only the fourth time this happened. This is also only the third time in franchise history that a Texan won Rookie of the Year. D'Amico Ryans and Brian Cushing, respectively, won before them. And he only played in 13 games. He didn't play in all 17 games, which would have been nice for him to do. C.J. Stroud couldn't play in all of the games either. We'll be able to see what they can do whenever they have a full season together and in their sophomore years. Sophomore years, they might have a little bit of down, or sophomore slump's a real thing. It's possible they may not be as good as their rookie years. They're going to struggle a little bit because there's the rookie growing pains, but in the sophomore slumps, especially if they're starting them, teams are going to be looking at them more. We'll see how they can adjust. Now, in the 13 games, he had 45 total tackles, 10 of them for loss, 10 TFLs. He's got 67 pressures, which led the NFL with the rookies. 7 sacks, which is a franchise record for rookies. 1 pass deflection, which led to an interception. 1 blocked field goal. He was a Pro Bowl. He was a Pro Bowler, got Pro Bowl honors, and then he had a really great season. Obviously, him winning Defensive Rookie of the Year made sense. Now, his best game was in Denver. He had really great plays. He was able to rush past defenders, get to the quarterback, rush past defenders, get to the running back, rush past, rush past, push through. He was just a great overall player with a lot of energy on that field, I like that energy on his field. I enjoyed. I really did, and he really is again a J.J. Watt caliber type player. That's what he seems like right now. Now in Denver, his best game: 5 tackles, 3 solo, 2 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, and 2 tackles for losses. So the 5 tackles, 2 of them were TFLs, and that's whenever he had the pass deflection that led to an interception. He jumped up, got his finger on it, deflected it. We'll see if he can become J.J. Swat level with the deflections. We can see he can rush the quarterback very well. He can do all that. We'll see how well he is at the deflections. And I don't know. I don't think he'll ever get a shot to be like JJ where he plays tight end and gets a touchdown. That would be interesting. I don't think that'll happen. But that'd be interesting if he does. Like, he truly becomes the modern JJ Watt. Only after recently losing JJ Watt, which is kind of crazy. And then, and again, comparing him to JJ Watt, where I'm saying he could be JJ Watt type player, only that kind of stat line, only J.J. Watt and one other player, uh, Phillips, whatever. They're the only rookies to post this line. J.J. Watt is the only. He posted a line that was identical to J.J. Watt's. Feeding into, so he was Defensive Rookie of the Year like J.J. Watt. He posted a line that was just like a J.J. Watt rookie year. He's a lot like a J.J. Watt type defensive player. Did he get as many boosts? I don't think he's gotten as many boosts as J.J. But again, he's just like J.J. He's not coming in as hyped. Now week 3, that's whenever he got the blocked field goal, and again more J.J. Watt comparisons. That's the first time that a Texans rookie did it since, guess who? J.J. Watt. Now, I could be wrong. He could go on and have like a difficult career. This could be his only good season. I'm not perfect in my predictions. But I'm seeing this player, and yes, I do think he's underrated, because I see him as a potential J.J. Watt caliber player. And J.J. Watt is an all-time great Texan. So that's not a slam on him at all. That is a great accomplishment. That's a great high praise. I think there's a possibility, because again, the Texans are a young team. We were only founded in 2002. So trying to compare him to J.J. Watt, yeah, J.J. Watt's one of the greatest defensive ends of all time. Having another greatest defensive end of all time, basically could be a J.J. Watt level player. Possibly he could be better than J.J. Watt on the defensive end. We'll see. It's possible he could be better. I'm not going to go that far just yet. I'm just going to say he's going to be... Right now I'm just going to go with J.J. Watt level, which is still extremely high praise. And like I said, we swept the rookie awards, and this is not as much just flat out praising as it was with Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson deserved the praise. He's like my favorite player of all time right now. Will Anderson Jr., a great defensive player. I do think he's underrated, because I just don't see as much praise. And I go on Twitter and I go online and I see people just complaining about him, about the sack numbers. And despite the fact that, again, the 7 sacks that I just brought up is now a franchise record for rookie. So all those complaints earlier in the season about how he's not getting enough sacks, he played only 13 games and set the franchise record for rookie sacks. So, you know what? I think he's going to do pretty well. And I think after this year, I think he shut up enough of the doubters. And next year, I bet I'll go ahead and say he'll shut up even more of the doubters, and he'll go on and be a J.J. Watt level player. Will he be as popular? That's kind of a different level. He's kind of J.J. Watt. I don't know. We got C.J. Stroud there. I think C.J. Stroud's going to get more of the popularity, but I think people are going to start seeing Will Anderson as what he really is, a cornerstone defensive piece that's going to help us lead to a championship. Well, and winning the Rookie of the Year, I think really set it to where he's not going to be underrated anymore. He was underrated all season. I saw people just talking, not everyone, and there were a good amount of people praising him, but I just saw Texas fans just doubting him all season. And here he is, Rookie of the Year, a franchise record in sacks, after people are complaining about his sacks numbers, and just a great season. And can't wait for the rest of I can't wait to see what he does for the rest of his career. Nice, a cornerstone defensive piece, a strong defensive end, something desperately needed, and honestly a quick replacement for J.J. Watt, something that's kind of amazing. See y'all next time when I'm talking about C.J. Stroud now. Obviously, the face of the Texans of the future.